Hi everyone, I am here talking about a Wellness Connection program on March 20th you will not want to miss out on. Diane Rovenstein is back this month talking about protein with age. Last month she was here talking about carbohydrates and calories. Let's see what she has to say about this presentation. Thank you for being back here.
Well, thank you.
So as a registered dietitian, you've been to Shell Point several times talking about nutrition and certain aspects of healthy living. Tell us about your presentation on March 20th called Protein with Age.
Well, evidence is indicating that protein intake greater than the RDA can help maintain muscle mass, strength, and function in the elderly. By elderly, I mean 65 and older.
Seniors.
Seniors.
The mature community.
That's right.
Okay, so tell us about how much the RDA recommends that a senior would consume a day.
Well, about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight.
Okay.
And we're looking at a recommendation of more that of 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight, perhaps even more than that if the senior is very active. Now, frailty, is very closely coordinated with muscle mass and strength. And a loss of muscle mass and strength is what we call sarcopenia.
Absolutely. We had a discussion about that a couple months ago in the medical community.
But when we think of how protein is used, elderly people not only need more protein, but their bodies physiologically do not use protein as well to build and maintain muscle mass.
Okay, and we know that protein, or as you age, I should say, I believe once you hit the 30-40 mark, you start losing muscle mass, and that's not a good thing. We don't want to lose muscle. So how does the protein, consuming that, help deter the sarcopenia, which is muscle loss? Well,
to build muscle, you need complete protein, and you need a good amount of it, because with the elderly, they actually do not use the protein as well. And what I mean by that, some of the amino acids which make up protein don't get to where they need to go. They're sequestered, meaning that they don't all get there. So they need a larger amount of protein to make up for what is lost. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay, good.
And we're also going to talk about what is the best type of protein to get, because there is a difference between complete protein and incomplete protein, and your body needs complete to build and repair.
Okay, I think I might be giving away too much here, and I don't want to do that. But for those of our residents and those watching, how would we make sure we get enough protein, maybe if we are trying to stay away from the animal proteins like meat and cheese and, that's dairy, but meat and eggs? How would we make sure that we get enough protein?
We would need to know how to combine plant protein in order for the plant proteins to complement each other, so that the protein then becomes what we call a complete protein, because you need all of the essential amino acids together at one time to make complete protein. So if you combine, for example, a legume like dried beans with a grain like corn, your body can synergistically work together and make a complete protein, and you can use it. So that's what vegetarians need to be aware of, particularly vegans who eat no animal food at all. They must know how to do that.
I know that you'll be answering some questions on that, but how has nutrition changed, if I could even ask this is a loaded question, but how has nutrition changed in the regulations and the recommendations over the past 20 years? I know that it seems like something's always changing with diet, exercise, nutrition. What are your thoughts on that?
Nutrition actually is a muddy field in a way, but it's a science. And you expect with science, you don't always have targeted information that is absolutely going to be the same way in stone throughout the ages, because as we discover more and more things about what our bodies need and how our bodies use nutrients, things change. And we've been doing studies on protein needs of elderly and knowing how so much muscle mass loss is occurring, that we now know from studies we've done, and more experts are agreeing on this, that part of the frailty and the muscle mass loss during, for the elderly that is, can actually be slowed down or a lot of it prevented.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here and sharing just a little bit about what you'll talk about on March 20th. That's going to be in the Social Center at 10:15. And I think the important message here is not every diet is a one-size-fits-all, just like every exercise program.
Absolutely.
However, making sure that you're getting enough nutrients and protein in particular with your discussion is important. So not just with those in the senior population, I think this would be great for anyone to hear and absorb this information. So thank you. We're going to look forward to seeing you before you head back up north.
All right, thank you so much.
So if you are interested in hearing this program, The Importance of Protein with Age, please do not hesitate. Call the concierge desk to assure your sign-up spot, please, and we will look forward to seeing you March 20th. Stay well, Shell Point.